Listen carefully. You are now 5,000 miles from land, and you're descending 7 miles to the bottom of the ocean.
Action!
We're shooting a movie at the bottom of the ocean, but we're not really at the bottom of the ocean. So we're using a lot of technologies to get there, a lot of techniques, both low tech, high tech, visual effects, digital effects, special effects. Basically, if you can think of an effect, we're probably using it to some degree.
Go!
A lot of stuff that we did was super practical. It was fun. It was like not hard to do the movie in terms of trying to fantasize and play pretend. It was hard to do the movie because it was scary and it was like genuine. We blew a lot of stuff up.
Mark Rayner was our stunt coordinator. He helped dream up a lot of this amazing cable stuff that we were doing to find ways to make it look like water was interacting with people. So sometimes when you see people blown back or throwing one way, where people are falling this way or the ground is shifting this way, to make it look like gravity is changing on people.
You know, the roofs are falling off and collapsing and water's blasting up through the floor. And then at the last second, Will was like, oh, I wanted to run through in bare feet. We came up with these little skin-colored little toe shoes. So it looks like she's running through in bare feet, but she's got some foot protection. And then, yeah, she hits that section right there and slides through. It's just as the door closes and a couple of people get blasted through this hallway. And yeah, it's non-stop action for the opening shot.
So I think a lot of people will watch this and go, oh, so much green screen. But really it's not. They're real sets and those are real effects.
So do you want to cross? Clinger's got you on the ground.
Clingers.
As a stunt coordinator, you're usually looking to do things with tons of energy, tons of speed, and when we're trying to do a film underwater, yeah, I was like, wow, we're gonna have to slow everything down, and that's gonna be the challenge, how to slow down a lot of the action and replicate that authentically. So yeah, we went kind of full circle and did a lot of reference footage in a pool, and I had Kelly, who's our Nora stunt double. She's amazing. We had her down there 10 feet deep in the water and put her in a cable and started ratcheting her around the pool and getting different reference footage that we could then replicate on stage on Dry for Wet.
Action!
I met Mark Rayner, the stunt coordinator, and he rigged me up in a harness, and basically the idea is that when you're running underwater, you can't run like this. You have to run pitched forward.
We had a bunch of different systems in place. A lot of truss travelers on an I-beam that we could puppeteer, you know, people back and forth.
Action!
In the testing phases of that, we saw that we could get some good up and down movement.
3, 2, 1, action! All right, let's cut now. How's your eyes, Kristen? Kelly, good? I'm good. Yeah.
Kind of need a little bit more of a bungee kind of feel, just a bit more floaty. So then we went to high lines and slack lines so that we could kind of lower those lines and a bit more organic kind of movements without, you know, being on a truss traveler where they're picked at the shoulders and they're just horizontal along the string. We wanted it just to be a little bit more floaty and travel them back and forth that way. When you see Nora get, you know, dragged through the cave, we're doing that real time, and she's missing the cave edges by inches, you know, and all the sand's going flying, and it's got tons of energy. Nora's attached to the captain by this cable, and they get taken up to this set piece that's called a godlight, and they land on that, and then we unraveled them and had them on the truss trailer system where we could puppeteer them back and forth.
It really kind of helps put Kristen and everybody else into sort of the actual environment. You know, given the amount of VFX things we're doing, it's nice to bring in some real good special effects to actually have the actors interact with what they're doing and keep it exciting and keep it as real as possible.